Hi, hello again. I've returned from the nether realm. I've been gone for so long. I did technically post a short last week, but I haven't recorded a voiceover in forever. So you will notice that I have no idea what I'm doing again. So, I already messed up a few different recordings. We're trying again. Hopefully this one will be better. But yeah, as for what I was gone for, I didn't know what to do. Part of it is I moved, I started an internship. My situation has changed, but I guess I'm delicate because like whenever there's any change in my life, I just don't make art forever. So it's been 2 months. I'm just, getting back into things. I feel behind. So it's been even longer since I did any digital art. So I felt really overwhelmed. And because of that, I decided that, I was gonna download some free brushes that are finally not the default brushes. Like, for any reference, I have been using Procreate since I think I was like 15. It's been like 8 years. Because my uncle gave me an Apple gift card for my birthday, and I just was like, it's $10, I'll buy. And it was probably the best $10 of my life. It's really working out for me. But yeah, I had never done that before, and I don't know why. I just never got around to it. I didn't do it. And I finally have, because I was like, okay, I need some like entryway. I need an entryway into getting back into art and digital art. And I decided that having new brushes I was excited about would be that. But then I didn't know which one I wanted to use, so I downloaded a bunch of them. And then I got kind of overwhelmed by choice. So this plan started like 4 days ago or something, and I'm finally executing it. It's been a while, but I'm getting around to it. I'm just slow. But I've done the thing. The drawing is done. The drawing itself only took like an hour and a half. But I mean, part of that is because I didn't do something super finished, but it was not a nightmare. There are times you will notice me later scrolling through brushes being like, what do I want? What do I use? How does this work? I'm scared. But mostly I got through okay. This like sketch brush I'm using, I think it's literally just called sketch brush or whatever, but it's from like one that's called like what? Free Anime Basics or something? I went for it. I like this one. I feel like it has like a nice, like the way it interacts with pressure is nice. It kind of matches how I want to draw and press down and stuff. So I feel like it's good for the hair swooshies especially. I really enjoyed doing her hair. And I think it turned out well. That's actually like a big part of why I didn't go back and line it properly, because I was thinking about either lining it or doing like a digital paint over and like covering up the sketch. And then I was like, but I like the sketch. I like it a lot, especially the hair, so I kept it instead. And I'll add colors later, but I'm not gonna clean it up entirely just because I liked it. It felt like, especially the hair, just felt lively. I liked it. I don't know why I'm saying that in the past tense. I also don't know why I said it like 4 times in a row, maybe 3. Here I am kind of adding, the eyelash details, and then I also like to kind of erase out from the top when like the eyes are like kind of downturned or like soft. I feel like it's a really like soft look, and it makes like she has like a soft big sister energy. Like she's delicate. Maybe younger sister. I don't know. The age is negotiable depending on where you're at in your life, but she's delicate and soft. and friendly looking. But I was going for kind of like a pink red, just because I thought it would look really good with like the color of the sketch layer. I don't know why I'm calling it sketch. At this point, it's the line art layer. And don't worry about the skin. It will change. That is like I'm doing a thing where like I add the shadows. I start with the midtone and add shadows and highlight. It looks crazy right now. I think it works out. The skin is my least favorite part. Just because I felt like I didn't... Like, I am using new brushes, but I didn't feel like they were exciting in the same way the other ones were that I was using. I just kind of went for it, and I was like, I didn't have a direction of what I wanted to do and how I wanted to use the skin. So I felt like I was struggling at this point. So I'm adding highlights, and then I will add like highlights that are more yellowy, just to kind of get rid of that pink a little bit more. And then I add like blush and add some more pink back in, but that's different. It's a different pink. But yeah, I feel like at this point it's already starting to really look very skin-like, and I feel like it also looks more skin-like after I've changed the background. Because right now the background's just straight up white. And I'm usually good about color, choosing a background color to work on that it's like at least similar to what the background's gonna be color-wise, which is really good because your colors all look correct. But I just forgot this time. I just didn't think about it. Oops. So, yeah. I'm just keep on keeping on, honestly. Just gotta keep going. So, yeah, I'm just kind of shading in and like figuring out how rough do I want the shading to be. Because I feel like with the skin, it's relatively precise, but I didn't want to be too precise with everything because ultimately, I did leave the sketch mostly alone. I cleaned up a little bit, but I left it mostly intact, and so it just didn't feel like super, clean rendering was really what was gonna go for it. I was gonna go for overall. It was gonna work out the best. I do a little bit of like a paint over the sketch layer later, just with like some fun texture brushes. I think I might be doing that now, honestly. I can't. Yeah, I did that a little bit on the white, kind of off the shoulder top. I do it again on the overalls. I can't decide if it's proper overalls or an overall dress. It really doesn't matter because you don't see it, but it changes it for me, I guess. Here I am adding that background color. And then this is when I was like, okay, what do I do? Because I didn't want it to be like a flat background. But there wasn't enough like room or like time to do something super dramatic. So I'm just going through all the new brushes I have and figuring out what would work, what would look good, what could I turn into like background elements. So I kind of use this brush to like outline the hair because I feel like it was flowy and swooshy and matched with the hair, and then I have just like this spatter at the bottom, and there we go. I feel like it popped enough off the background. I can consider it done.